$WARD nigga. NAYIMED.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Nayim. I am your host. And today, is it wrong to have life insurance on an artist? Listen, there's a conspiracy in the music industry that every person has a death clause written into their contract. I can't confirm that that is true. There's certain things, just like if grandma or you or anybody who had anything worth value, if they died, they might have a will. If they died, they would have life insurance. If they died, this goes to XYZ. But let's talk about insurance, because I feel like I've said this before, but let's do a little refresher course. There's not one business on this planet that can operate without insurance. You know how you drive your car and it costs more? You have to even pay money to be uninsured if you have a car. So think about your job. Your job has a life insurance policy on you, whether you want them to have it or not. See, they'll offer you whatever they want to give you for your little insurance policy. Let's say they say we'll give you 10, 15 accidental death insurance or something like that. They're going to give your family 10, 15,000 or whatever, but they're going to go $100,000 is going to be pocketed because they lost a valuable part of their company, whether you're valuable or not. That's everything. People have cell phone insurance. You have to have insurance on your house. You can't even have a house without having it insured. Renter's insurance, car insurance, every type of insurance, health insurance. What is insurance? This is a fail-safe system just in case something comes up and something happens and I need to be able to not only protect myself, but ease the burden of a significant loss. I don't think it's wrong to have life insurance on an artist, because you come into the company, most of the time, especially nowadays, most of the time these people come in and it's automatically a deficit. You know how long it takes to make money back? People, it's all this shit going around where people are talking about, oh, you shouldn't look at it as a loan. You shouldn't look at it as just like, but it's like, if an artist had the capability to do everything they wanted to do themselves without going into the red immediately, because no matter what you do, you're going to go into a deficit, point blank, period. And just to kind of not off track, but when you have assets, you have insurance on your assets. So if you got I got 2 computers in a studio, I have insurance on my equipment. Why do I have insurance on my equipment? Just in case it breaks, just in case it malfunctions, just in case something happens where I need to replace it. Think about if you have an artist, and the crazy part about it is, if you have an artist that's not performing, or artist that's starting to decline, or artist that, worst case scenario, it'll be cheaper for them to die. I know that sound fucked up, but a lot of sometimes when we see these random murders and all these things, and well, are they random? We expect a rapper to get plucked off all the time now, but when we see these things happen and we see these things occur, think about how much of an asset was this person to whatever company that they was working for. Sony, Universal, Warner, Atlanta, pick a label, any label, you can stick a name there. Do you feel like Pop Smoke was worth more alive or worth more dead? Think about that. Not just on an insurance level. Like, Pop Smoke dies, we get money up front. We get to take whatever he got. We're going to stretch it as thin as we can. Make as much money as we can, and that's it. And it's going to continue to be a cycle of people coming in. But the reason that it's okay to have the insurance, because you just couldn't operate if you didn't have it. It's a business like every other thing. Walmart has insurance on its employees. Amazon, no matter where you worked at an ice cream shop, they got something on you. It's the same thing. And it sounds fucked up, because people tend to think that when you come into the music business or you coming in to do music, that, oh, okay, they say you are the business, that's correct, but you work for somebody else. If you was an independent artist, you could choose to have the life insurance on yourself, which you would, because who don't want to get paid, or who doesn't want their family to not have the burden of taking care of their bills and shit. You gotta even think about if a motherfucker got kids, if a motherfucker got debts, because when you die, I'm gonna leave it in the artist line. Or you know what, in general, when you die, if you're married, somebody's got to pay your bills if you owe money. Unless you don't have no family, nobody, no nothing, and you not married, somebody got to pay something. Now, if you're not married, your family might not have to pay that. But depending on what kind of debt it is, because if you owe some taxes, and if you ever wanted to know how a person is classified as dead in the United States, you're classified as dead after your last tax filing. So when you can no longer pay taxes, so if you died in the middle of the year, somebody will still have to file your taxes for you for, whenever the next tax period would be, and then you would be considered dead. Because you can no longer, that sounds crazy, right? But imagine a rapper who don't pay no fucking didn't pay no motherfucking taxes, or didn't pay their taxes how they were supposed to. Then they die. So the responsibility of those taxes fall onto the label. If I'm the label, I'm not paying your fucking dead taxes, nigga. I'm fucking $40 million life insurance policy. I'll wipe that shit to clear out, and we can wipe our hands with this motherfucker and still own everything they got. It's a lot of different angles to think about. Like I said, man, I'm on vacation, so I'm only gonna do these two, and I'm a bounce because I gotta go get my girlfriend. We on our way out. We about to have some fun. We almost at 100,000 views, man. Thank y'all so much. We gonna have a good celebration for that. Shout out to the fleet. We in this bitch.
Nayimedward $, nigga. Nayimedward.